My daughter kids me because I wouldn't even want to walk down the driveway with the dog. In the beginning, 10 miles was about good for me. Now I'm doing 14 in the morning, 5 in the afternoon. George Martin, who, former New York Giant great, who went cross country walking, he averaged 22 miles a day. So I figure I'm doing pretty good if I'm keeping up almost with him. Get up at 4:30. I don't need an alarm clock. I'm ready to go. Update my website, and it should show. And there I am. I get great pleasure moving my little icon further north every time. So that's good. Soaking my feet in Epsom salt and hot water, and then driving out to wherever I left off the day before.
Turn left onto Independence Avenue Southwest.
We are. Be patient. Be patient. Well, I retired teaching just a couple months prior. I was thinking about things to do on my bucket list, and then I was thinking about doing the Appalachian Trail, but bears and snakes don't mix with me, so I was looking at something else. And then I was Steinbrenner Field, taken into spring training and in front of George's statue, and I said, wouldn't it be cool if I walked somewhere and named each mile after a Yankee player? And then I said, well, start here and go to Yankee Stadium in New York. And then I wanted to do it in honor of somebody, you know, and I thought of my nephew Gary, who was a 9/11 victim. So, and him and I went to some Yankee games together, and we always had a good time. Well, one time I called him up, and I don't know, or maybe he called me, and he said, well, the Yankees are up in Fenway. I said, Fenway? I said, that's Boston. I said, that's a long ride. He goes, come on, Uncle Rich. So we drove up. We went up to Fenway to watch the game, and we always used to stop at a local beer place called Stan's across from Yankee Stadium, and it was a tradition. But that was the type of individual he was. He was just, you know, somebody that you would want to be your friend. So I needed to find an organization that would be willing to work with me. So Wounded Warrior and I became a match, and I'm ex-military. I was Lieutenant JG when I left the Navy. So it all came together, and all I have to do is walk it. One small step for me, one great step for the Wounded Warrior, and for all the sacrifices they made for our great country. God bless them. Here I go, guys. And I was on my way. And the total amount of miles, I think, will end up being around 1,200 and something. It was almost like a job, getting up, going to work, you know, and then coming home, eat, and going to sleep. I didn't realize it'd be this difficult. I mean, the hills kill you. The wind, bugs, the weeds, the trucks. I'm hoping it's going to flatten out sooner. I mean, 20 hills a day isn't the best way to make a living. You just got to ignore the pain. If you let it get into your head, it'll destroy you. And I can't. You know, I'm too close to let that happen. And it was slow, but then people became more aware, and contributions started rolling in. I had someplace down south, one baked homemade biscuits for me, and I mean, had a girl stop with her puppy when I was on my lunch break. She only had like $1 something. She said, that's all I have, and she gave it to me, and I shared my bucket of water with the pup. I had one time when I almost got hit on the road, a sheriff stop and come over, and we talked about it. And he says, well, I'm an Atlanta Braves fan, but here's a donation for you. I mean, when I look back, a lot of cool stuff. When I get to Yankee Stadium, they're arranging at Stan's to have a little thing there, so maybe I'll get up on the bar and toast my nephew. But I just figure when I get up to New York and at that memorial, I think if everybody that lost somebody in 9/11 could think of something that was really good about the person that unfortunately lost their life, and take that goodness and share it with somebody else. And if I get everybody to do that, wow. Wow.